Never did much any profanity at all, I don't think. It was all in your head. But the Fugs would get there. And I remember I bought their first album, Tender's Junction. It's one of the first albums I ever bought when I was like 14. Had no idea what was going on for another like year and a half. So anyway. So I wrote this one, I recorded it with my band, and then Albert and I put it on a little acoustic duo CD, and some radio station up in New Jersey thought that was a little cute title, and they played the song, and I was like, and we got yelled at for that. Probably they get fined for stuff like this, because I spell out the F word in here, and my daughter at the time, which I don't know, she was maybe 8 or 10, and she said, "Well, Daddy, why did you do that? And put that in there." And I said, "Well, I'm making a picture of a guy who pretty much doesn't give a damn about anything than himself, and he's proud of his failures, and he's proud of like all the things all the bad things he did. And I just want to bring this home." And it's not a bad or good or bad or whatever, just about a person. I got inspired from her. She was just a tiny thing. When my daughter was just a little thing. You have to take them everywhere. You want to make sure they get to see the whole world as fast as possible. I think she was 1.5 at her grandparents took her to Disney World, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. But of course, later on, when she was old enough to appreciate it, I said, "Hey, you've already been there. We don't have to go again, do we?" But anyway. So anyway, I saw this guy, kind of biker-looking guy. God knows how old he was, 50s, 60s, something like that. Picking up my daughter, this tiny little albino thing, and putting her on a ride and strapping her in. And then the difference between like 0 and wherever he was tremendous. And I went home and I tried. A lot of my really deep stuff comes from trying to be funny. I'll sit down and I'll think, this is really funny. And then I get to the end of it and I go, oh man, this isn't funny at all. But then it started off that way. Hey, this is called Three-Fingered Fellas Named Shorty. Now, three-fingered fellas named Shorty grease the gears on the carnival rides, and they shine your shoes down at the racetrack. Nobody cares when they die. They eat too much cold beefaroni, and they don't pay no union dues. Three-fingered fellas named Shorty, they ain't got nothing to lose. Now their arms kind of look just like road maps, with them big old black prison tattoos that say if you ain't done time in Texas, F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. So you keep them away from the children, you keep them away from the booze. Three-fingered fellas named Shorty, they ain't got nothing to lose. Now Shorty came back from the VA. They put a steel cap on top of his head. He drinks NyQuil just like it was Kool-Aid. He says things like, "Oh yeah, that's what she said." He hangs out with fat guys named Tiny. They'll wear t-shirts that say, "Show your boobs." Three-fingered fellas named Shorty, they ain't got nothing to lose. Now people like you and like me, we get all the breaks. We've got what we need, and we've already got what it takes. We're pretty sure we'll always have somewhere to go. And then we'll get there with all of our fingers and toes. Last night I dreamed I was wrong, up and down the merry-go-round. It was me and this fella named Shorty, sailing by with our heads hanging down. And I said, sometimes I wish I could be you. He said, mine ain't no life you can choose.
Sometimes just get lucky, you end up with nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And I wish I had nothing to lose.